and then just pretend that you have scooted down a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, and relax. So we come into the patient's room, and the patient has slid down, and pretend there's a footboard here, and the person's feet are against the board, and he's as tall as he is, so he has to bend his knee. And put your hand into the plate. So he's in this position. So now we have pressure with his foot against the footboard, plus his knees in a bad position. So we have to get him back up in bed. All right, so there's a couple different ways to do this. If he was strong enough, he would bend his legs, he would lift up his pelvis and scooch your body up, and up he would go. If he's too weak to do that, go back down. We could raise the bottom of the bed up. Okay, so there's two things we could do. The bed has upper and lower, so we can raise the foot part of it and kind of bring it back down, or we could put the bed in what kind of position? Trendelenburg. So that's a setting, and so the bed comes up this high. His head is here, the bed is here, and we can move him down that way. It's a lot easier on us, okay? Slide on this a little bit more. Okay, so the other way to do it is we could do a two-person move where we're using this draw sheet to help him go back up in bed, all right? So, Gabe, I'll have you on one side and pick another person to help you. Another classmate. Sean. Okay. So Gabe's gonna. So we need to appoint one leader, right? We need to appoint. Who's gonna be the leader?
I'll be the leader.
Okay.
Looks like
All right.
Gabe be the leader.
And so the components are what? You have to avoid. What do you have to avoid? You have to avoid
Twisting. Yeah.
So what position is Gabe's left foot gonna be in? He has to be pointed that way, so he's going in that direction.
Okay.
Same thing with Sean on the other side. Who's going to lift more, Gabe or Sean?
Same.
The idea is they lift the same.
Yeah.
Because if he I'd say you're 208.
Said it's about 2 games.
You just offended him.
All right, so if he lifts more, he's going to hurt himself. So you guys have to try and do it at the same amount. So you guys get ready. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift his entire body weight up, and you tell your patient cross your arms, relax. Okay. So you're not going to help them at all. How's the table position look for them?
It's too.
Does it look too high or too low?
Too low.
Too low? So Gabe, you want to raise it up so where you think it's going to be?
But then, wouldn't we want?
Yeah, because then you're not
lower
gonna have
so that's
it.
easier for us?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
I'm gonna go to the lift.
Yeah.
What's that?
I squat.
Yeah, so right.
Okay.
So Mike,
I got nurses who are like 5'1".
you come
too.
down to their
So
level.
I just come down to their level.
Yeah, because it's gonna if it's too high, it's gonna be hard to
That's true.
So I squat.
lift.
They're not gonna, yeah.
Okay. So
So,
Mike, go ahead, jump in.
John, your legs are really close together. So you want to really you want to open them up a little bit, and then point your right toe towards his head. But come even a little bit more, like really squat. Like you want to be able to squat down a little bit.
Like that?
A little bit
Have a
more.
wide base of
Wait.
support.
Yeah,
Squat.
wide
Squat.
base.
Squat.
But
Squat.
You want to come
Squat.
up more. Come
Bend
up.
your knees.
Look, look,
Bend your
Go
knees.
more
Squat,
towards
power
it.
squat.
There you go. So just kind of stick your butt out when you need to.
Okay, so who's going to say on 3? Who's going to lead it?
I'll say that.
Okay.
So on 3, we're just gonna scoot you all the way up. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Right.
Greg, if you come back down in the same position. Danielle and
Joe. I want small. Joe.
Oh, it needs to be uneven.
Jess. Okay, Jess. So you two do the same thing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Squat that, Danielle.
Got my squats down now.
She's got it now.
All right. So who's going to be the leader?
I'll be the leader.
Okay.
All right, ready on on 3.
And hang on a minute, if you could bridge up just for a minute, make it easier. Let me pull this over, now more towards you. There you go, okay. All right, so you got it, okay, good.
Yeah, so.
That'd be easier if you hold closer. Yeah, hold the sheet closer to the body. You want to be as close as you can.
At the same time, I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I want to press upon you guys, moving, Mike used to work construction, he could tell you moving boxes and equipment's a lot different than moving live people with segments and arms, and it's totally different. So you don't want to get hurt, but you'll learn from your mistakes as well. All right? You want it, how's the table feel for you guys?
Yeah.
Right?
Well.
Lower.
You need to go to her level. I thought it was too high.
Yeah, I think you should lower it.
She's not gonna be able to help you.
Maybe go down a little bit with your left foot. With your left foot. That's good right there. Okay. So get ready,
Use your
guys.
back.
Yeah, squat.
Squat. Use your back. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
So the only thing you did wrong, come back down, Greg. The only thing you did wrong is you put your arms out like this. When you tried to lift him, you have no mechanical advantage when you're out like this. Your shoulders, you have to be in close like this. Yeah.
Shouldn't that towel be underneath his hips also?
Yeah, split up.
Yeah, why is it?
Bridge up, bridge up,
Just
bridge
to
up.
point that shit out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're dragging his head again.
Yeah, I mean, how are we supposed to Now we have.
Yeah. Like Mike says, it happens all the
You
time.
gotta roll them to one side.
Yeah, I know,
I know.
Then roll them back, grab it, roll it back up, and then redo it.
Oh, yeah, we need a weight.
That's why I asked him. I was like,
Second quarter.
And lift up your hips.
Yeah, we should have a gym here at South University.
Lift up.
Yeah, can we get a cafeteria
Now.
before we get there? So basically, we're just lifting.
You are lifting. You are. Guys, listen, guys. It's a combined lift and move at the same time. It's not a lift up, then move. It's all at the same time. It's one continuous move.
And I do kind of want to point out,
Yep, go ahead.
I think it's going to be much harder on this mat because the sheet, I don't think the sheets are going to go, there's much, I think the friction kind of gets out. So I think you're going to really struggle no matter how.
Yeah, that is true.
So I don't know if I would have you guys do as hard as you can because you might hurt yourselves. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's a lot of friction.
Well, try and see if you hurt yourself.
I was thinking I got the window.
Maybe the sheet at the bottom should be
Don't hurt
And
yourself.
like one of you guys hold it on the other side.
Yeah,
No.
sort of hold the
So the
sheet.
sheet doesn't
Watch
walk
your
off.
face.
Okay, ready?
Yeah,
That's a very good point, Mike. Brought
So
up.
how do you put your arms?
Watch his feet.
Keep your
Okay,
elbows
go
in.
ahead.
Alright, ready? 1, 2.
Nice.
He's gonna fall.
So that's what you're going to be doing a lot of your day. Yeah, you say, no, I don't like this.
No, this is not gonna happen. I'm gonna.
If you're in a hospital without a lift team,
Lift team. If you're in a hospital without a
most
lift
hospitals don't have it. Nursing homes don't have
So
it.
also remember that
Guys, listen up, guys. Listen up.
the bed's most likely going to be in Trendelenburg. There's a lot less friction on those beds, and it's going to be a lot easier.
It's going to be a lot easier in real
So
life.
that's what I was saying. I wouldn't kill yourself right now.
Yeah.
Before that. But you know what Barry teaches us now? Barry's a lift team expert. He's a leader of the lift team. What he does, he teaches to do it with our hips. He said never pick up.
You
He
can't
said-
with your bicycle. You got to lock it.
He said you just shift your hip, and then it's just going to pull with it. I find that to be harder for me, but you know, I guess with more practice it probably becomes easier.
I guess it's all in the hips. We don't expect you to pick up a 200-pound man.
Yeah,
with a
I can try, guys, but.
The sliding
Alright,
thing probably sounds a little easier for
It
you.
is 12, so I know you have to go. But any things you want to point out before you leave?
Yeah, I think you guys will.
All right.
Oh, you know, one thing I
Well,
kept running
demonstration.
into is when rowing towards the strong side. I was just telling a couple people that in the hospital setting, like I always ask them what side of the bed they sleep on. I teach them how to do both sides. For an amputee, you can do both sides. But you know, the one that came up here was the CVA. They were left hemi. So if you ask them to roll towards the strong side, it would be very difficult. But if you ask them to roll towards the hemi side,
Then they can use
the
their
weak
strong
side, they
side.
can move their right. They can use their right leg to help do a single leg bridge, scoot where they need to do, and then move over that way. But you can also have them do it both ways. There's just different techniques,
Yep.
and you learn them when you get out there. And in here,
Good point.
that's about it. Cool.
Thanks,
All
Mike.
right. Maybe if you're here on Tuesday, we were gonna do some more stuff. We're gonna do transfers.
Okay.
Stand,
Yeah, I'll be here Tuesday.
2-person, 1-person, and one.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Thanks.
Thank you. Very helpful.